As you can tell, I look like a mess, a lot going on. And in doing so, what happens is I just gotta get this out of the way. There's a lot to move on from here, and my camera sucks with uploading now. It has been for a while, and now I got the money to upgrade, unfortunately. So let's just get to it. All right. So we got okay. Who'd you vote for? Everybody should know by now that I don't speak politics. Everybody should know that. So I'm just gonna say no comment. Thoughts on Sony buying Crunchyroll? Now, I get a lot of grief. I've gotten a lot of flack. I've been called stupid and wrong when Kiss Anime was around and you name it, where it just kind of goes out saying, it's like, why would you do that? Why would you go with Funimation and buy hard copy DVDs? Like, bashing me because I'm like, listen, why can't buy a hard copy, use it for reference while I write on here, get everything else in case the internet goes out, whatever. And he goes, oh, you're stupid. I've gotten that a few times, whatever. But as far as Crunchyroll, I mean, there's a couple series I've used it for. As far as Sony buying it, I hope there's no BS, but we'll just keep it moving. If there's any more questions, go right ahead and just type them down. I'll get to them. Let's see what else do we got. Any quintuplets or night raid girls? Night raid, doubtful. It's gonna be really painful to go back to that series and just try to do the character development and things the way I want. Like, I think it would be a little hard if I wanted to do Shell because that was, well, I think we kind of know what happened there. I digress. As far as the quintuplets, definitely. There's two at least planned. I won't tell you who. I'm pretty sure everyone has an idea though. I gotta talk to two certain people when I get the story space. I gotta clean some stuff up. I finished a lot of stories, a lot on my play at the moment, but there's some more stuff I want to finish. Some are gonna be quicker than others. We shall see. But yes, on the Quins, it's just a matter of when the date is. That's not confirmed. Jeez, man, I've been working on my house. I had the last couple of days off after the election day, and I'm just sweating here, man. Like it's 11 o'clock. I just got a lot going on. I got chapters. I got some housework. I got some sport network stuff. I got just a lot. Hopefully, it ends up being a good Friday, a good weekend, though. Right now, it's warm, so that's a positive. Best and worst anime you've ever seen. I got a couple favorites, so it kind of gets me a little biased about it, but I can't really. Hey, Juan, what's happening, man? What happens for the most part is I kind of just drop the series and move on. Like Please Teacher. Please Teacher was one of those series where I just kind of look at it and I'm like, hey, this is cool. A couple episodes cross by, everything else, and then you're just kind of like, what? It moves on to a different direction. You don't like it, and you drop the series. There's always that arc phase in series where it's like make or break for some people. There's been a lot of them. But there's this. I'm not sure if it was called Camp Green or something, but it was. They're like, hey, we recommend Ichi Anime to you, and I'm like, okay, old art style, all right, not bad. But that was like just a bad couple of jokes, poor plot, and I can't believe I watched the whole thing. I thought it'd end up being a romance, and then it wasn't, and it was just terrible. That's the only thing I could think of off the top of my head. There's probably more out there, but maybe some of the mainstream stuff I don't know. It's all opinionated. There's been a lot of bad writing, in my opinion, but I'll keep that to myself. Let's see. Any Fate series girls? Uh, it's a big series for me to get into, and I haven't picked it up at all. There's a lot on my plate. I wish I could. I wish I wasn't as busy as times. That way I could catch up on some stuff, but that is definitely a large anime series where I kind of debate it. I'm leaning towards no, just simply because I don't know enough. There's a lot of time, a lot of effort, and if I'm not confident in making something, I'm not going to give somebody a product that's piss poor. That's just the end of that. Uh, let's see. Do you know the irregular at Magic High Schools? Any stories on it? Because of the incest and all that, I couldn't get into it. That's a no for me. I'm sorry, but it's a no. Uh, let's see. How has COVID treated you? Let's see. Getting screwed over by work and a bad thermometer, a few tests, this and that. Just kind of wondering where I go from there. Let's see. A few loved ones that might possibly die from this. So COVID, throughout COVID, before this was a thing here and we got into lockdown, I have a coworker. He's in his 70s. His lungs are completely shot. He used to be a 3 pack a day smoker. He's going to be on oxygen for the rest of his life. And right now he's in a hospital. I think he's going to be there for the rest of his days. I miss him like hell. I'm still not over the breakup. That was 8 years long. Part of me thinks that if I'm fluent in Japanese, that I could be in Japan a couple of years ago and money and things I don't got to worry about. You know what? I just say it's awful at many angles. There was a lot of plans that were canceled, but I don't care about the plans. I'm worried about much more than that. I'm more worried about my family and people's health. That's where it starts, first and foremost. Any sequels planned? After these, it's most likely not. Do you get paid from this? No, I don't. I thought people knew that. Well, listen, sometimes my days at work could be 10 to 12 hours a day, and that's not driving back and forth. I do this, I do sports coverage. Do I wish I get compensated? I mean, I think everybody does. I've met great people from here. I had one friend I met on here. He gave me an anime t-shirt and I cherish it. Do I get frustrated? Yeah. Do I think that I wish I could be, I wish I could be a girl and make an OnlyFans account and, include this in there, whatever. But I can't do that. What's the OnlyFans of writing, stories, where if it's my own or fan fiction or whatever. And my own stories haven't done well at all. So it's just, it does get frustrating, but, I've had a lot of opportunities that I applied for. No one's got back to me. And yeah, I love doing this. I do. Where if pay wasn't there or not, it's like, yeah, I finish a 10-hour shift. And sometimes, I write here and there. Sometimes I'll be, doing sports coverage. I'll do podcasts and I'll do this, I'll do that. And sometimes I won't even, I'll look at the time and I'll be like, oh, 11 o'clock at night. Let me hop in the shower, go to bed. Sometimes it's midnight. I mean, it's a lot of work going into it, but I love doing this. So it's not too bad. Not too bad. I love this. Though it can get hard and very frustrating at times, just like everything else. Gaming, this and that. But I mean, I hope one day maybe the stuff at the Worst Take Network would help me out with some stuff. I mean, I am a writer for them. I do some podcasting for them. But yeah, it's just how it is. How do you find the time to write? Again, I make it priority. I use my lunch breaks after work. If I'm waiting for my podcast partner, there's two podcasts I do. One is called Call and Strikes. It's a baseball podcast where I'm by myself. I'm shouting at a phone on my app. I email it to my boss. And then there's a guy I do it. His name is Josh McSwain. I call him Tex. He's from Northern Texas, and he actually sounds like a younger version of Hank Hill. He really does. And he started watching his series shortly after I met him, and he found it hilarious. There's sometimes where he goes, you know what, Tuesday, 8 o'clock my time. He's an hour behind time wise. So he's just like, you know what, I'll just wait for him. I'll just eat, I'll shower, I'll find a place where it's quiet. I'll do some writing, and then he'll send me the link, and he'll be like, "Hey, I sent it to you. 7 o'clock, me and his time." And even then, sometimes the phone and the app, I'm sorry, the app and the website, they don't kind of update simultaneously. But when they do, and my motion sickness is in check, the second department when I'm on the shuttle on the bus, I'll try and see if I could work something out there. But connection's always a problem. Uh, yeah. Is it again? It can be hard. It can be frustrating. And I do kind of bite off more than I can chew at times. I will fully admit that. I'm not ashamed of admitting that. But I do what I do, and that's really it. So if there's any more questions, go right ahead and type them. I'm going to end this. I'm going to post a chapter on Wattpad, and I'm going to keep her moving because I got a tight schedule today. I apologize for cutting this short. But everybody, please, I cannot stress this enough. I hope all of you are well. You deserve happiness. I hope you all are in the best of health. And bless all, because like it or not, you deserve it. And it's winter time out here, so please stay warm. Take it easy. Have a good one. Take it easy, all.